Hello, Mr. Dre back with another video, and in this one what I want you to do is I want you to copy these two problems down on notebook paper and pause the video, complete both problems, and then restart the video or resume the video and check your work along with the video with us, okay? So pause the video right now, copy these two problems down nice and neat, solve them, and then we'll restart and take a look at these two. All right, so you paused the video, you copied these problems down, you worked on them. Now let's take a look, all right? So in this first one over here, we have 7 and 9/10 times 6 and 3/10. And before we even start, I'm gonna draw a little thought bubble here. You don't have to do this, but I'm just gonna show you what I'm thinking, right? So I'm thinking that 7 and 9/10 is kind of like 8. And I'm thinking 6 and 3/10 is kind of like 6. So I know that my answer should be pretty close to 48, right? I know my answer should be close to 48. It shouldn't be 480. It shouldn't be 4.8. I know my answer should be pretty close to 48. That's what we call using number sense, right? So let's go through and let's multiply. Notice I am totally ignoring the decimal until we get down to our final answer. 3 times 9 is 27. 7 goes down, 2 goes up. 3 times 7 is 21, plus 2 is 23. The 2 kind of goes over here, but we can just drop it down since there's nothing else here to multiply by, right? I put my 0 down as my placeholder because this place value is 10 times the value of this place value. So if I put my 0 there, that's what we call our placeholder. Cross off the 2's because we've already used them. 6 times 9 is 54. 4 goes down, 5 goes up. 6 times 7 is 42, plus 5 is 47. So those are our two partial products. We go through and add, and we get 7, 7, 9, and 4. Now, remember, my thought was my answer should be close to 48. And if right now my answer is 4,977, that cannot be it. But if I put a decimal right there, 49 and 77 hundredths is very close to 48, right? Also, I could think of it this way. How many total decimal places did the decimal move in my two factors here that I multiplied by? Well, here's one. Here's another one, right? That's a total of 2 decimal places. So that tells me down in my answer I need to move it into 1, 2, and there it is, right? So I know that is correct. 2 ways, using number sense, it makes sense, and also counting the decimal spots, right? All right, so let's take a look at this other one here, this next problem. 4 and 52 hundredths times 73. So my little thought bubble here, right? To show you what I'm thinking. Okay, 5 and 52 hundred, or I'm sorry, 4 and 52 hundredths is kind of like 5, right? And then 73, I'm gonna round that to 70. In my head, I'm thinking 70, right? Well, I know 5 times 7 is 35 with 1 0. My answer should be close to 350, okay? If I get 3.5, that I put the decimal in the wrong spot. If I get 35, I probably put my decimal in the wrong spot, right? So let's start this problem. We're gonna start with the lower right, which is the 3. 3 times 2 is 6. Let me do this in blue. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 5 is 15. 5 goes down, 1 goes up. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 1 is 13. Okay? This place value, this 7 is not really a 7, it's a 7D. It's 10 times the value of this place value, so I'm gonna put my placeholder here. 7 times 2 is 14, 1 goes up. 7 times 5 is 35, plus 1 is 36, 3 goes up. 7 times 4 is 28, plus 3 is 31, right? I'm gonna go through and add my partial products, okay? And I said my answer needed to be close to 350. 32996. If I put my decimal right here, 329 is pretty close to 350. Let's check now mathematically if that works. 1 place, 2 places. That's a total of 2. This 73 is a whole number, so the imaginary decimal is actually right there. Every number has a decimal at the end, even if we don't put it down. So this decimal did not move in at all, so that's nothing, right? It didn't move in at all. So it needs to move in a total of 2 places, 1, 2, and you can see we have it in the right spot. So we use number sense, we showed you mathematically how to move the decimal, and these 2 problems also gave you a little extra practice with multiplying by 2 digits. So I hope that was helpful. Check your work. If you made a mistake, don't just cross it off and say, oh, I got that wrong. Go back, dig deep, and say, what caused me to make a mistake? Was it you forgot to put a number up top when you multiplied? Did you forget your placeholder? Did you simply just add wrong, right? Don't just say, I got the whole thing wrong. Go back and dig deep and figure out, where did I make my mistake? And then try to work on that from there, just like we talk about in class all the time, right? All right, so thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.